everybody, hope you're doing well. I actually managed to get started pretty much on time today, so I forgot those behind there. Just sat myself down. Hey there, Error42, hope you're well. Hey there, Rob, hope you're both doing really well. Thanks for joining us this evening, should be good fun. I did have my dinner before the stream this time, yeah. No, I didn't make that same mistake again. I think by the time I ate last week it was, I don't know, it was like 11:30 at night. It was really late, so I tend to eat quite late anyway, but that's probably a bit later than even I like. So yeah, I hope you've all had a nice weekend if you're in the UK and in many countries. I guess that you might have had yesterday off, maybe. We had a bank holiday here, so yeah, so hope all is good. I'm just gonna check that everything's working here, and I think we're going to be good to go. Just been chilling out this evening, listening to some records, which is what I almost sat on there. So after last week's C64 stream, I ended up digging out that record that I thought had a slightly similar, or a little part of the bass line was similar to Mayhem in Monsterland. So that was Bedrock featuring Kaio for What You Dream Of. And then I thought, well, I might as well listen to the Ghost in the Shell soundtrack, which I recently picked up on vinyl, which is pretty cool, from faithful Juno Records, who I've been buying from for 20 odd years, and then thought I'd round it off with some Nils Fram, so definitely all ready to go here. So do say hey in the chat if you've just joined us. I'm going to try and follow along as usual, and let's just shut the door behind me and let's get this party on the road. Okay, so let's just flick this over. Just going to make this full screen for me here. I don't know about anybody else, but does anybody else find that no matter how long they've had a computer screen for, they can never remember which buttons move the on-screen display up and down on a screen? I'm hopeless at remembering which one makes it go up and down. Oh, Liverpool are playing. Oh. Sorry, I didn't realise that this was clashing with some football. I don't really follow football, so hopefully the levels are all good, and yeah, I think we're good to go. So we start back at the end of time, which we made our way to at the end of episode 3 last week, and we're going to leave the end of time behind, and we are going to head back to the Middle Ages. I think that's where we're going to head to anyway. So the only thing about these little portals is that it's never quite clear as to which one it is until you've actually hit the A button. So let's just no, we don't want to go back there. Might be this one here actually. That might be it. Yeah. Let's head to the Middle Ages now. Yeah, the water effect is really nice, isn't it, Rob? So a bit like the burners onto a gas cooker with knobs in front. I'm sure that was their inspiration. So even though I'm generally pretty good at remembering the overall story arc and so forth of most of the JRPGs I've played, I'll be honest, I've kind of forgotten where I need to go next. So even though I play this at least once a year, I seem to have forgotten which is my next port of call. So we'll just see what happens. Really, I'm pretty certain that we need to go to the Middle Ages anyway. So go. So nice easy battles. Now we have been here before because we when we first went in search of Marl when she went missing through the portal or whatever you want to call it, Let's see, let's get a slash on this guy, and then we'll just attack this dude. We came to the Middle Ages, so I thought that we would start back here because this seemed like the most logical place to start. So this is the only thing, when you get to the end of time, obviously you kind of got free roam as to where you can go. So let's just have a look at the market, and I know we stocked up before, but at the shop where Fritz works. But let's just see what we've got here. So we've got quite a lot of tonics, got quite a few heals, got quite a few revives, got quite a few shelters. I think we're all good. So, see ya. Hey there, Miyako, I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us this evening. I hope you've had a good weekend, even though it's now Tuesday. Right, let's head round this way. So I thought we'd head back to the castle and just see if there's any news there, as I'm pretty certain that the next part of the story arc is, should we just provoke here? Yeah, might as well. Yeah, you got a free shelter. There's usually some bad dudes behind here, but not this time. Hey Phil. Oh, that's very kind of you to drop in and say hi. I appreciate that everybody has different things on different evenings. The reason that I scheduled Chrono Trigger Tuesdays for Tuesday was it was about the only day that I could see in my diary for like the next 3 or so months that was consistently free, which is really unusual for me because usually I don't have a whole day that's, you know, entirely free in the calendar. So that's why I've scheduled these. But yeah, it's very nice of you to pop along and say hi. I hope you had a good weekend. Hey there, Sandy, and hey Tim. Oh, I can't keep calling you Sandy. I'm going to call you by your real name, Tim. Yeah, so I hope you're well. I hope you had a good weekend as well. So it's me again. Stand aside. Hero, he just went to see the king a moment ago. Okay, so the hero saved them. Who is this hero, I wonder? Okay. So Chrono, legendary hero, has finally appeared. Okay, right, let's go and find the king. I can't remember which stairwell he is up, but... So we've travelled back to the Middle Ages, for those who've just joined us, from the end of time, which we reached at the end of last week's episode. And we're now basically looking for the next sort of part of the story. I thought, well, let's come back and meet the king back in the Middle Ages. So Cyrus must have sent the boy to us. So we don't know who this hero is yet. And the king's laid up in bed. So you've been let down by your kingdom. So the king's been let down. Okay. So basically there's this warrior, or I don't know, whatever the ranks are of an army or something, Cyrus, that's gone missing, and a boy who has the hero medal. So there's this hero with this boy with a hero medal. So apparently he can defeat Magus. So Magus. Right. Okay. Right, so it's not looking too clever at the minute, so let's see what these guys have to say. So there's this hero we might need to go and seek out, I think. So I find this part of the translation just a little bit vague, but I have a feeling it may be slightly better explained in the DS version, but again, my memory is, even though I play this once a year or so, it does fail me. It's not what it used to be, my memory. Oh, you worked 40 hours. I'm sorry you had an awful weekend. I guess that was the email move, was it? The email move from hell? Yeah, that's not so good having to work over your bank holiday weekend, so... I must say, I had to work Saturday. I was photographing a wedding on Saturday, which was eventful. I left home at about 8:15. Got to the wedding at... Zenham Bridge. Okay, so I'll carry on that little story arc in a moment. Nope, there's no rations yet. So, okay, so we might have to go and seek some rations. Okay. Because I don't think we're going to get any further across the bridge at the minute, so... Right, okay. Oh, yeah, I bet. Oh, geez, I mean, my hat goes off to anybody who, like yourself, Tim, deals with email. It's the black box which I try not to poke. But I still get coaxed into poking every now and then, and despite my proclamation in my day job that I am a web developer, not a systems admin, not an email specialist, I always seem to get drawn into email issues, and it's a pain. Right, so let's head down to the kitchens, which is to the right, I think. Yeah, so anyway, so I was shooting this wedding, so I started work at about 9:45, and I finished taking my last photos around about 10:30 in the evening, so it was a long day. Right, okay, so here's the chef. Now remember that the brother of the chef is one of the generals or something in the army, so this is why I've come back here. So my brother, he's okay. I can throw up. What do I know? Well, I reckon I'm going to pester you some more. Come on. Okay, right. I have a feeling, and I might be wrong about this, that if I walk away, does he come back? No? I thought he was gonna... I think we may need to, those two are really looking for a way to make up. Yeah, he does always worry about him. They're such fools. Oh dear. Well, I am coming now. I'm here. Hey, come now. All right, I'll come. All right. Okay. I'm wondering if I've got to go back to his brother by Zenham Bridge to spark the next plot point, as it were. Because that's the view of JRPGs. Often you have to spark the events that you don't have time right now. Well, there's nobody else here, is there? Okay, right. Let's head back to Zenham Bridge, because that might have sparked the next plot point. So... Oh, you went to Play Expo with your daughter, Rob. Oh, wow. Spent Sunday recovering. How was it? Was it good? I was a bit sad that I missed it, but obviously I was booked for the wedding, which, as you say, was a really long day. Here we go. Take this with you. Got one jerky. Well, I wonder if that was the original word in the Japanese. One power tab. Okay, we'll give that to Chrono. Ah, brotherly love. Right, I knew that we would get the chef to come along at some point, so let's use that power tab straight away on Chrono. As I say, he is naturally the strongest member of our party, so we might as well emphasise that quality. Yeah, so by the time I actually got home, because it was about an hour and 3/4 drive back home for me, it was, I think, just gone midnight. It was blooming late, so and then I had a family member's 60th birthday party on Sunday, which was really nice, but had to drive up to Buckinghamshire for that. So but it was a good weekend. So yeah, it's a shame that I missed Play Expo. So do tell me all about it in the chat. Did any of you, like Rob, go to Play Expo? What were your favourite things? Did you get any cool pickups? Oh dear, things have moved on here. We've got a couple of other fallen soldiers. Sir Chrono, is that for us? Of course it is. So he's recognised his brothers saved them all. Yeah, Tim, I would have loved to have gone as well. Oh. Okay, right, cool. We're moving things on. Look at those sun rays on the water there. Okay, so Magus' troops have launched an attack. They're breaking through our defences, so... Knights at a square table. Sorry, I skipped over that bit of dialogue a bit quickly there, but it's quite funny. We should... Right, okay. Still far outnumbered. Don't worry. Right, I think we should do something about this. Oh. That's not looking good. Uh-oh. Aussie. Surname Osborne? Magus is... Magus... I don't ever know how to pronounce Magus. Magus, Mugus, maybe it's pronounced... I don't know. Let's just go with Magus. Top General. Those who dare defy Magus have to answer to me. This which will get a test and doom. Okay. Right. So, nice. Let's get a tech going. Oh. Okay, we don't have to get Aussie at this point. We are indeed stronger. Rob says Play Expo in Manchester was brilliant. Saw lots of mates. And your daughter's made a new friend. Oh, that's really awesome. So, oh, Spectrum Next Team. Yeah, I saw some really interesting photos from it. I couldn't really catch up with it all because obviously it's been a busy weekend, as I say, and the amount of tweets that obviously something like Play Expo generates is far more than I could ever really catch up. So, sadly, these dudes are definitely done for. So, wait up already. Seems I misjudged you, but I won't do that twice. Okay. Okay. Right, so I have a feeling that Aussie's going to be surprised. Right, let's see if we can use the slash from these guys here. No? Okay. And we'll use the ice on this one. Nice. Try to wave Zod. Hey again, hope you're well. Thanks for joining us this evening. That's a really good shout with ActRaiser. Do you know what? I haven't played it yet. I do want to though. So I think, as I mentioned in the stream not so long ago, I've lots of amazing games that I do need to catch up on. All these years of being away from gaming have meant that I've got a bit of a gap in my gaming knowledge, as it were. So you know, things that I need to play and so forth. So yeah, I think I really do need to use some magic on these guys. So let's get the aura well. Oh, Aussie gives up. Yeah, it's a really good shout. Try to wave Zod. Phil says I think it's about Magus. Okay, we'll go with Magus then. So Chrono's leveled up. Luca's leveled up. Miles slacking. Drat. Indeed. Right, I'm just going to heal up a bit if I can. Let's just use some of these tonics. I find in JRPGs I get really stingy, like, oh, I can't use that, and then at the end of the game I finally got such a a stockpile of items, and you think, well, I've made that hard for myself. Hey there, Simone. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good weekend. Nice to see you. Hey, Pixels at Dawn. Hope you're well as well. Good to see you again. So, your evening got cancelled, so here I am. Well, hopefully this offer is a good second prize. Sorry to hear that. I hope you had a good weekend as well, Pixels. Right, we're finished apparently according to Ozzy. Mole's sticking up for me. She's got her arms out as usual, so remonstrating. So don't mess with Chrono or you'll be really sorry. Ain't that the truth? Okay, so they assemble into this nasty looking so-and-so. Go Zombo. Questions. Okay. Right. Let's go with lightning and I think we'll go for the core because that's usually the best bet with these things. Oh, hang on a minute. Ice. So ice was not a good idea because that actually gave some hit points. So to avoid doing that, so we will use Marle's healing powers rather than her attack powers. But we might use her Antipode double, so double technique. Okay, we're just going to be a bit careful with... Let's go with the firewall. Use your aura on Marle herself. The best way to heal up, do a spin. Okay, that hurt a bit. Right, we're going to need to heal up quite a bit this time. There we go. So this is, I think, is this our 4th or 5th boss now? I love the creativity of these bosses in this game, they're fantastic. So, doom, 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 doom. Okay. I love how this thing is now able to essentially float. Ah, okay, so lightning is not good on the head. We can use the... We'll use Aura Well. Ah. That was actually not a bad shout, using your Aura Well. I've got to... Did the fire... Yeah. Once you get to this stage in the game, you do need to concentrate a little bit on the... Oh no, so the fire's not going to be a good idea either, so... I thought it was Chrono's lightning that was a bad idea for the head. Yeah, you do need to concentrate a little bit on these boss fights because they do get a little bit tougher at this stage. Not much, but you know, they're still fairly straightforward. But yeah, so lightning and fire is not a good idea. So maybe ice is okay. And we'll just do a standard attack there. Okay, great. That had a better effect, so let's use... Ooh. That was pretty harsh. Okay, slash also affected him. Right, so this guy's basically getting off quite a lot on... Where we're doing HP wise. So yeah, you just got to be a little bit careful because it's very easy whilst we're in these early stages of the game to suddenly find one of your companions is now out for the count, because their HP levels are still relatively low at this stage in the game. So usually when the there we go, excellent, defeated, not too difficult, but there you go, Ozzy. How do you like that? Okay, so we've managed to get across Zenon Bridge, which is cool. So let's see what we've got here. So let's see what's in the market. I think this little village is called Por. As in, is it P-O-R-E here? So yeah, the next time I get to a Play Expo, I was hoping it might be Glasgow, which I think is coming up at the start of June, but I'm not sure whether that's going to be a possibility or not now. So, oh, I saw something sparkle a minute there. That means there's a tablet hidden in here. There it is. It's locked. Oh, okay. Let's talk to the residents then. So, Sir Cyrus. Okay, so where is Sir Cyrus? Let's see if we can get this into this old man's drawers. Oh, is that a Naga et bromide that you've got there? Let's do a trade. Why not? So he's gonna get the thing at the drawer, whatever it is. What does he take? I don't... Yeah, magic tabs. So I think I'm going to give that to... probably Marl. There we go. Let's see what this little dude has to say. Looks like a small lemming. Yeah, so I don't know whether I'm going to be able to make it to the Glasgow one after all. It's... Oh, Dorino we're in, so, okay, so... Mythical hero. Who is this hero, I wonder? So... Did you know they say the mythical must be nasty when the Denardro... Okay. Terrible beasts, as opposed to really nice beasts. Okay. The end of the world is coming. Oh dear, that's a bit defeatist, isn't it? So... Want to hear your tale? Go on then. Goblins with huge hammers roam the Denardro Mountains to the east. Oh, I must have hit the Y button, X button there, so burn their weapons and their pussycats. Okie dokie. Let's see what these guys are up to. Something or other moon was made. I see. Let's just check these couple of little storage baskets here. Sometimes they have little bits and bobs hidden in them, so... Okay, so let's head on out. Elder's house, we'll just pop in here quickly. Ah, Toeman, now that name rings a bell. Okay, so that's Toeman the Explorer that we met, so he's busy at the minute. That's the village elder, presumably, who we can walk straight through. Okay, so the rainbow shell, well, we can forget about that for now, so... Okay. Only the hero can wield it. Okay. It's pretty much the same story to what whoever you speak to at this stage, so... Oh, you foreigners. We only live across the water. It's not like we've walked 3,000 miles to get here, so... Okay. So we've met Ozzy already, so... So... Let's try and track down this hero, shall we say. What's this? Fiona's Villa. That comes in towards the end of the game, so we're not going to worry about that just yet. I think we'll head into the woods here. Cursed Woods. Sounds bad. What have we got here? Oh, it's just another elder's house, so I think it's going to be pretty much the same story at the moment, so we'll just check out the market if we can. There's a cafe there, there we go. See what good... Oh, hang on, there's something there. One power tab, okay, we shall give that to Chrono. This is why it's worth exploring the locations, because whilst this may be a little bit like, oh, when's something going to happen, you do find little treasures like this which are going to boost the power points, as it were, so not of the slideshow variety. Gold suits, so that's going to help pretty much all of them, so it's going to take Chrono from 78 to 85, Marl only 4 defense points, same with Luca. Quite effective on Robo though, who we don't have with us at the minute. The beret, getting quite gold suits. Yeah. Well, I say that we get 3 of those. Ooh, not 11 of them. And 2 berets. Let's equip those. Oh. And the gold suit. That was Luca. There you go, that's quite good. And, oh, also Chrono. Excellent, okay, that's cool. And we'll just get rid of these bits. They'll only cluster up our itinerary or items list, so... Let's just see what's over here. Nothing. Oh, Magic Cave. Okay, I don't think we can progress that yet. And there's a Denardro mountains there. So let's head into the woods here. There's quite a few exploration points at the moment, so... Funny frogs. 1 mid-tonic. Okay, let's get these weird snake things as well. Oh, my MP's already... Okay. I didn't realise that I was already low on my MP there, so we will sort that out shortly. That should do the trick there. We'll just attack these guys for now. It's dark. Hi Dave, how are you doing? I'll give an ether to Chrono. Hope you had a good day. Not long till swag now. Not yet done for. That should do it. Mile if necessary, so. Okay, nice. So let's just heal up Marl here. Not to be confused with Marlene. Annoy the frog thing. Yeah, let's use the magic on these guys because we need to level up our magic points, so last minute stuff now, hey Dave? Yeah. I'm amazed how quickly it's come round. You know, sort of, it's not this weekend, is it? But the next, it's just crazy quick, so yeah, we need to sort out our plans, definitely, Tim, so yeah, we'll figure that out. So I mean, it's obviously an early start, so I'll be leaving here early, but if you fancy meeting, I know it's obviously, I'm not sure where would be roughly on the way for both of us really, because obviously we're coming for opposite directions, but if you want to go and grab breakfast before we get to Chipping Sodbury, do let me know. I've got to get up at the crack of dawn to get to Chipping Sodbury as it is, so it's really no skill of mine those to get up an hour earlier. That's cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it as well though, Tim. The event back in January, wasn't it? January, blimey. Was really, really good. Really good. I'm assuming that where it calls these T-poles, it's referring to them as tadpoles, I guess, but T-pole is a bit of a strange name, isn't it? Okay. But again, the pixel art here is just beautiful, isn't it? So, just a lovely use of colour. Hoping to do another little pixel art stream actually this week. Which will be fun. I might just do another impromptu one. My French conversation classes start again this week, so it won't be tomorrow because that's when it happens, the French conversation class, so I'll be out tomorrow evening, but yeah. Sounds like a plan. Awesome. Okay, well we'll touch base on that one, Tim, and get something sorted out. I'm sure there'll be somewhere that we could meet. Obviously these days you don't really get things like little chefs and stuff, do you? But there'll be somewhere that's suitable, I'm sure, so not that I need a big breakfast or anything, but oh, what's going on here? Oh, okay, well we'll just head down here. Right, okay, cool. What's this? Got one magic scarf. Okay, I think we may have a magic scarf, so what's... Who's there? Hey, it's Froggy! 'Tis thee, Chrono. Thou art here to practice thy skill in swordplay. Froggy's returned. You can bring what you like. Yeah, I've not decided what I'm going to bring yet. So, but I think bringing a C64 would be very cool. Yay. Let's just literally ransack Frog's place before we talk to him. God, he's got nothing in there. He's a frog of few means. Alright, we'll talk to Froggy. The king has been injured. I seem to think in the DS version they've ditched the stereotypical Old English sort of wording in the translation. So basically Frog's thrown a strop. He can't do anything, so he's telling us to get on our way. Alright. You are the hero. Alright, okay, so Frog's thrown a strop. So we've got to... If you recall, there was a conversation about the hero badge. So basically we've got to go and try and find the hero. Alright, it's empty now. Now, I don't know that the magic scarf is going to do any of us really any good. It does help with our magic points, it does have to be said, so... Let's stick it on Marvel for what it's worth, so... Dropping ransacking for the conversation. Yeah, come on, you know, let's just get it over with. Let's just raid the gaff. Right, let's yeah. Hey, Era 42. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. Just to sort of touch base with what you said about the is there places to stay? I don't think I'm going to stay over this time, but I did last time, and I stayed. I think it's the Crown, which is just south of the M4 on the Bath Road, which I think is the A46. There's a pub there which I stayed at with a few of the other guys that came to the swag meeting back in January, and it was excellent, so I can highly recommend there. It wasn't the cheapest of places to stay, but it was very nice and came with breakfast, so I think it was called the Crown. But if you look at the map, I think the nearest village is called Todmorden to the M4 junction. Can't remember which junction number it is, but if you look on a map, look for the M4 junction with the A46, and you'll see just south of there is a pub, and they have rooms tonight which are very good. Oh, cool, so you're going to bring your CDTV. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when you unveiled that CDTV the other week, Tim. Very excited to see that, so... Yeah, so I think there's quite a few of us in the chat that are going, isn't there? So... I'm certainly looking forward to it, so... I don't know what system I'm going to bring yet. Oh, the snake is attacking the frog. I forgot that they do that, so... Oh, jeez. I need to really badly heal up here, because Chrono's looking really dodgy at the minute. I'm getting distracted by the chat, so... So yeah, what system am I going to bring? Well, I suppose being an Amiga event, I should have obviously bring an Amiga, so that would probably be a given, wouldn't it? Because last time I took the 1200 and 600, so... yeah, I don't know yet. I'll probably take the 600 this time rather than taking the 1200 as well. Just a little bit easier for me to move around, and it's a bit smaller, isn't it? And it does about 99% of what you need, so... It's just a Pixel Vixen community meet. I don't think so. I think if it was a Pixel Vixen community meet, they would have the council coming round for violations of the public peace and stuff like that. So, not in a good way either. Let's just annoy these guys. Come on, come on, have a go if you think you're hard enough. You could bring your C128D. Now that would be interesting. So good to see a C128D in the flesh for the first time when I popped over to borrow that Mega Drive cable, Tim. Never seen one in real life before that, so... Able to eat your lunch at, I suppose. Wow. You certainly could. Let's just attack these guys. My MP's low again. I don't know why, but these little snake dudes always remind me of chess pieces. I have no idea why. I'm not even really a chess player. I can't even play chess, so... Strange, isn't it, how certain things remind us of other objects? There we go. So yeah, I think I'll just bring the 600 along. So we've got to go and try and find this hero, I think is our best bet. There's the inn. Let's pop into the market. You never know what they've got. Oh, actually, I think I might have been in here already. Yeah, because this is where I bought the... let's get a few more mid-tonics whilst we're here. I'll get... Oh, 17? Let's just slightly... Okay, that'll bring it to 30 days. Tatter's house. We don't want to go in there yet. We don't have much need to go in there yet. Or the Elder's house. Let's just go in the inn. Go in the inn. And out the exit. You've been bidding on stuff. What have you been bidding on there, Error 42? Do spill the beans. Yeah, that sounds good to me, Dave. Let's do that because, you know, I don't want to hog too much space because, you know what it's like at these events. You know, you get chatting to other people and, you know, I'm sure there's going to be plenty enough systems for people to play games on. So I'm quite happy to let my table go to somebody else. You know, it's obviously I've got the other table by the projector, so that's good enough for me. So no, to take two tables would be unfair. So if that gives Tim a bit more room, then I'm all happy for that. So Tim's got far more interesting stuff than I have anyway. So yeah, bring all that stuff along. So yeah. Yeah, do tell us what you've been looking at there, Error 42. Okay, so we're going to give it a bash going up these mountains. Because we haven't been up here yet. Let's wake up these dudes. Oh, okay. Fine. Found 300. Ah, there we go. But we won't be table buddies. Well, I'll be there most of the time, Tim. I've got to have somewhere to live. To be honest with you, when I go to these events, whilst I'm bringing an Amiga, I very rarely just... Or a computer... Well, apart from Amiga Island, actually, to be fair, I end up playing quite a lot of Rodland with Erla's daughter at Amiga Island, but which was fine by me. Quite enjoyed that. But usually at these events, I just spend most of my time just gassing to other people and actually sitting at my Amiga playing games, because I can do that any time of the week. So I like the social aspect of it, as I'm sure we all do. So... I shall be mostly not needing to have a computer set up and spending time looking at that screen. But yeah, I'll definitely be making use of that space. So, oh, you're looking for an A500 over 42, yeah. Well, thanks to Tim, I now have two A500s. One which is staying in its original console case, and one which will be transplanted into the Checkmate case when that's ready. Just wanted to say about this pixel art here again. Look how these sparkles work on this water here. It really gives the idea of translucency. It's beautiful, and I love these autumnal leaves as well. Anyway, let's have a little nosy round here. Got a little ladder there. Ah. Who's this little dude? Okay. Right, so some little dudes run off. Right, that got rid of him. Ah. This is a terrible place. You better run away whilst you can. Okay. Well, we will, but not yet. Yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to at the swag meet as well, is seeing the Checkmate case in the flesh and meeting Stephen for the first time. So, well, I may have met him at maybe one of the World of Amiga shows all those years ago, but I don't remember it. I have a feeling. No, can I not get down there? Okay. I'm sure there's one bit of this where you can dive between some, there you go, some of the foliage to get to, look how beautiful that waterfall is. Oh, I love it. It really is stunningly well drawn, that. Look at that. Gorgeous. Right, little hidden chest here. One mirage hand. Okay. Right, who can a mirage hand be used on? Maybe Mole. No? Okay, is it not there? Let's have a look. There it is. Oh, it's an arm for Robo. Okay, that's handy. Your distraction, don't worry, Dave, it's all good. It's all good. It's nice to see a nice active chat. So, oh, these guys are back. Why am I going back down there anyway? Don't know. Right, let's head up the ladder. No, don't worry being a distraction at all, Dave. It's absolutely fine. It's good to see an active chat, and yeah. There's so many people in the chat going to the swag meet. It seems to make sense. Yeah, I know. Come on, wake up! Lazy so-and-so. I love how that sort of warrior bird thing throws a stone to get it to wake up. So, right, let's get this dude. Oh, Ravi and Howard will be doing a flying visit. Oh, it is tricky, isn't it, Rob? But you'll be there in spirit, I'm sure. So, yeah. But yeah, it is tricky to juggle so many different priorities and commitments, isn't it? So it's completely understandable. Right, let's just head down here. Oh, little kitty winks disappeared, so 1 revive, that's handy. Means that he's back now as well, doesn't it? Can I get... Oh yes, I can get round there. 1 ether, now that is handy. How am I doing for HP here? Pretty good. It's just the red sauce that I need now. Can I do cycling on these 2? No. That's a pain. We'll just do a normal attack then. Really taking it out in Chrono, aren't they? There you go, that's dispatched you. Chrono's weapon, or katana, is very ineffective actually on these guys, isn't it? It's Lucas. Well, actually, that was both of those were really effective, so... So let's go for lightning. Okay, right. Miles pretty happy with that. So am I. Let's just... oh, hang on. Heal up a little bit. I'll use Miles' ability to do so, just a little, just to help with the experience points, as it were, and... Oh, I think we're okay now, yeah. We're all good. What have we got in here? Just some money. Just some money, always helpful. Help pay for Chrono's gas bill. Another beautiful waterfall there. Yeah, just look at that. Gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, bless you. No worries, Tim. Thanks for popping in all the same. I appreciate that. So we will catch up and get things planned. There will be a few more streams this week where I'm sure we'll cross paths. But yeah, I hope you get a good night's rest. So. Well, that's got rid of his mallet, so I hope Timmy's not too disappointed that he's broken it. There you go, that's got rid of him. Easy peasy. I love the little animation of these characters as well. Look at Chrono's walk there. Look, scary bird. Let's just confuse the enemy by showing Miles' arse at it. Seems a bit of a strange thing to do. Oh, got rid of him already. To be fair though, if I did that to anybody, it would confuse people as well, so... Yeah, I mean, whoever ends up with a table is fine by me, really. As I say, I'll have my little spot by the projector there, and I was pretty much certain I wasn't going to bring too much gear down this time anyway, so... Lucas leveled up, that's nice. So it all works out well for me. 1 revive, also handy. Handy. Let's just pop along up here. 1 mid-ether, again, also super helpful. A lot of these pickups here tend to suggest that we're going to be in for a bit of a battle up here, so... One gold helm. Okay, so we only... we just... I think we certainly bought... Did we buy gold helms? We bought gold suits, but not gold helms. So we'll put that on Chrono. So that's handy. Yeah, indeed it does, Ian, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's all good. As I say, Amiga Island was pretty much the first, well, obviously the Play Expos I have, but yeah, Amiga Island was one of the first couple of day events which was smaller and more intimate than the Play Expos, where I obviously met up with lots of people, obviously into their, in this case, their Amigas, and oops, and yeah. I'm just gonna heal Chrono here. Oh, I've already got rid of them, so good opportunity for link-up games, definitely. Unfortunately, I don't have a null modem cable, but otherwise something like Lotus 2 would be super cool on that, or for those with greater patience, something like Populous 2. That was a good link-up game. I've got a Parnet cable, but obviously you need a null modem for those kinds of things, don't you? Right, let's get Disco Bird out of the way. Oh, it's going to be a link up behind the... Oh, awesome. That's going to be so cool. I found out at Amiga Island that Super Skidbox is a link-up game. I never knew that. Right, that should make him toast. Or not. It's got rid of another of Timmy's special reserves. I'd beat you on Populous 2. You probably would actually, Dave, to be fair. Although I do love Populous 2. I haven't played it for a while, but I think I've got the box of it over there. One mid-tonic handy. Worth coming up here for. So let's follow this path up here. Oh, have we already done it? So where do we go from here? Right, let's just double check I've not missed the next onward point. Here, no. Oh, it is through here, isn't it? Yep. I've missed that before. Oh, look at that. Wow. That is so beautiful. Yeah, alright, alright, alright. Quit throwing your peanuts at us, Mum Medifa. Chrono's little face there. Over we go. Here comes another Disco Bird. Oh, written in, oh yes, it was written in Blitz Basic, wasn't it? So yeah, I've forgotten all about that. That should dispatch them. Yeah, I love Blitz Basic. I do have it, and I used to program it in a lot back in the day. I do hope at some point I'll eventually be able to write a JRPG for the Amiga, because I've said a number of times, and I would have to use Blitz for it, but it has to be said that it's a lot more complicated than my brain can handle. Ooh. Okay, so we've reached the top. Neat. Those misty mountains ahead. It's very atmospheric, isn't it? Hey there, Robert. Hope you're well. Nice to see you here. We've been talking about swag a lot this evening, so I think that crow from Banana Man in Disguise. Oh, crow from Banana Man in Disguise. Banana Man, my word. And there's a blast from the past. Forgotten all about that, so. Revivals that tie ST linked to Amiga doing supercars. Yeah, those magnetic field games were quite good for those cross-system link-ups, weren't they? So. Your brain is dead. Don't worry, mine's been dead for a number of years, but I'm reliant on medical science and helping me out to revive it. I hope you're doing well, Rob. We've all been saying how much we're looking forward to the swag meet in a few weeks' time. It will be a lot of fun. Let's heal up Chrono, because he's just got whacked again. So we're doing pretty well here, actually. We're about to move the story on quite a bit in a minute, I think. So yeah. There's lots of people looking forward to it, aren't there? What is it, Dave? What is it? Calm down at the back of the bus there. More of these beasts. I was hoping that we might have learnt a few more double texts by now, but we just don't seem to be getting our thing on, so I might get oh, I might just do the firewall here. Let's do the firewall again. Let's do the firewall again. Yeah, it has gone a bit mad, I'm sure. Dave and Robert have been very busy with it. So we're all massively appreciative of all the hard work that goes into organising these events. And after the success of the first one, it was always guaranteed to be a busier event this time, so well done to both. It's no small undertaking, so oh, okay, so a few more adversaries this time. Let's get rid of that. We'll heal up there, and then we should be able to do, not going to allow us to do far well on both, so oh. Kid waiting for Christmas, indeed, yes. Ah, no bother. No, it's fine. You know, I'm quite happy to share, you know, things with everybody, like the Deluxe paint. It's it's just enjoyable. So yeah, it's the least that I can do. Right, definitely to heal up Luca there, because she's looking. In fact, they're all looking a bit tired now, aren't they? I've been paying attention to the chat and not the health points. Let's heal up properly here, because otherwise we'll be dead before long. And that won't be good. Let's get the aura. Why can't I do... Oh, it's probably because Chrono's... Chrono's MP is low, isn't it? So... sort that out in a minute. I'd love to know who created that earthquake then, because the little monster thing, Yogan or whatever he's called, he looked surprised that that happened as well. That'll do. Lots to do, yeah, I'm sure there is. That's it, Luca, you go for it, girl. Yay. Okay. Chrono and Spin Cut, okay. Oh, we've got Luca learns Napalm, learns Dual Tech Fire Sword. Okay, great. Okay, we've got some good techniques that we built up out of those series of encounters, so that makes me happy. I was thinking am I not giving enough variety to my attacks, was what I was beginning to wonder. So let's use the Ether on Chrono, because he desperately needs that. As does Marl and Luca as well. And we've got 19 mid-ethers, that's excellent. And oh, we don't need to use that. Let's get the tonics on Chrono there. Okay, that should make us going into this a little bit stronger. Oh wow, September! Oh well, the cat is out the bag now. More details are coming. See, you heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. Come to Pixel Vixen streams and you get all the goth. So, yeah, so that's exciting news. Can't wait. And I'm also pretty free in September as well, so that means that as long as the ankle tracking thing is taken off, I should be free to come out on September as well. I'm only joking. I don't have an ASBO. I haven't had one since 2012. I'm joking about that as well. Yeah, this is the thing, the more you do, the more you become aware of all the ins and outs of the planning and what goes into it and how to run it. It's, yeah, okay. We won't go down the waterfall, as pretty as that is, because you can go down there, can't you? Let's go up here first. Alright. Busy practicing. Okay, we can get around to this. Nice. One mid-ether. Excellent. Oh, excellent. That would be cool, Rob, if you're able to make that one, so... yeah, let's get these guys. These freelancers, as they're called, seem to be pretty easy, so... Saturday the 7th of September. I think I'm free then. I don't think that's the day I'm washing my hair. I'll have to check the diary though. I joke about it, but Saturday is obviously the day I generally go to the hairdresser, so I'll just have to plonk that in the diary. Because I could well end up washing my hair that day at the hairdresser. Well, I won't be. The hairdresser could. Bellbird, okay. Let's get the spin cut on these guys. Oh, let me do more than one. Okay, fine. Nice one, Chrono, nice one. Oh, you got another sponsor for the September. Interesting. It will be nice to meet some new people, Area 42. You're quite right. So that's what I love about these events, just meeting other people who are, you know, passionate or have lots of fun with these systems. Let's annoy this guy. Yeah, it is the life, isn't it? Yeah, they are nice, yeah. Yay! One magic tab. Always worth annoying a little fluffy animal on the top of the mountains. So you keep on saying. I think that's all we're going to get out of him. But they are beautifully drawn. Look at that. Look how you can really get the sense of the mist sitting over those mountains there. Right, let's use the magic tab on... should we use it on Luca? Yeah, we'll use it on Marl. Do I need to heal up at all? A little bit on Marl and Luca, I'd say. Right, okay. Let's save here. Could have used a shelter there actually to restore our HP and MP, but never mind, we'll do that anyway, so... Never mind. Chrono Trigger's generally quite generous with its power-ups and stuff like that, so we should be okay, so... Yeah, you remember those days. Very funny, Rob. Well, it's not funny, I'm not laughing at you not having hair, that wouldn't be very fair, would it? So... Your daughter found some pictures of you with shoulder-length hair, Rob. Wow. Actually, at work, I can't remember how it came up. Is there a little... Yeah, one speed tab. I thought I saw something flashing there. We'll use that on Chrono as well. Yeah, something came up at work about long hair or something, and people were, you know, colleagues were surprised to see me with long hair. I used to have long hair. Not had long hair now for about 10 years or so. One shelter, handy Andy. Hair is overrated. I'll take your word for it, Rob. I'll take your word for it. I'm not sure you remember the Hair Days pixels. Oh dear. You're a scruffy, are you, Dave? It's not for me to say, is it, really, you know? I mean, you could, you know, surprise us, or you could, I don't know, decide, you know, I'm going to show them. Well, there's no need for that. That's pretty harsh. Throwing us down a cliff like that, it's hardly like your... Okay. Mallet's Mallet crew is out again. Cheers. Oh dear. It's like at the weekend with this family party I went to. My dad is not somebody who wears a suit unless it's a very special occasion, but he did wear a suit this week actually, and at this my uncle's 60th birthday celebration, which was very nice, and he was wearing a suit and he looked very smart, so don't usually see him wearing something like that, so Is that you disposed of? Enough of the shurikens? What do you think you are, Shinobi? It's good that you got to that size to not need the sponsors, so... Yay! 8 tech points. Okay, nice one. Now you'll notice here that the ladder that we came down is now broken, so we can't use that shelter point again. So, I think what we'll do is we'll heal up here. So we don't want to get caught out. Oh, little cave here. Little kids running around. It's a problem these days, isn't it? Oh, there's something. You're the wind, are you? I wonder what that smell was. Okay, so what's this? Are we here for the Masamune? Well, why not? So I'm guessing this is somewhat related to sort of a Japanese legend, I guess. So Masamune comes up quite a lot in these JRPGs, though. I see, okay. Right, so we've got to fight some kids now. That are now, I don't know, other strange things. Let's go with Ice Sword. Nice one, Chrono. Smacking the chops there, so right, let's go with the Fire Sword. Let's just get this on. Okay, they're obviously going for Marl a bit here, so we're just going to be a bit careful of that. Because she's obviously our main way of healing up our party, so... So let's get the Aura Whirl on. And... let's get the fire on these guys. So they do an X strike, which I think is one of the... when you eventually learn that double or triple tech or whatever it is, it's just a double tech, it's really helpful. I think it's Frog and Chrono that tend to do that one if my memory serves. Let's get the Fire Sword on them. Got 400, yeah. Right, so that's the first part of that battle. Yeah, we are pretty tough. Only Cyrus has made it this far, so we don't know who Cyrus is yet. Well, I do, but I'm not going to spoil it. So, what should we do? This time it's for real. Okie dokies. No mean business now. Master's bravery and Moon's knowledge. Let's form a flashing mess of pixels. Okay. Right, now the real deal. Just keep an eye on the MP here as well, so... Hey Kev, hope you're well. Hi Sabertooth Barnacle, hope you're doing well as well. Sorry if I missed you popping into the chat there. It's just quite a key moment in the game here, so just making sure that I don't die, basically. Hope you've all had good weekends. Let's get the napalm on. That looked a bit weak, didn't it? Right, we'll go with the ice sword this time. These double techs get quite powerful quite quickly, so that's why it's important to, yeah. I've been stream jacked. How funny. No, it's fine. It's all good, as I say. Okay, need to heal up big time here because Luca's almost for it, so... And now she is. Okay, we'll revive her. This is why I just need to pay attention just a little bit to this bit, and then I'll be able to catch up with the chat. Because otherwise, mid-tonic... Miles also looking a bit on the feeble side there. Let's go with the Antipode there. Okay, we'll get a mid-tonic in there. Ooh. Okay. No, I'm quite happy to be stream jacked, as I say, so it's all good to chat about anything and anything to do with retro gaming here. It's... Uh-oh. Miles down. Revive her. Mid-ether for Chrono. Mid-tonic for combo. Let's get the aura while on for these guys, and then it's not going to put them to sleep, so let's just go straight fire there. Yeah, massive. Oh, here we go. We've managed it, I think. So, woohoo! Well done, Luca. You got the deciding shot there. So, not too difficult, but a few little moments there where if you don't pay attention, you will find yourself down. So, because Miles, my main healing member of the party, and obviously Luca kind of takes that secondary role of healing up in a way. So, we did beat you. So, it was fun. Will they fix us? Will they find us an owner? Oh, we'll try our best to get you fixed up and find you an owner. So yes, let's just catch up the chat there quickly. How much is play? I can't remember. I think Blackpool was it about 15 quid? But then you get all the access to all of the arcades and everything. So. Swag chat alert, indeed, yes, of course. I think I'm on Amy Bay Sabertooth Barnacle, but I can never get on with it for some reason. It always has login issues, though. How to recap a 1200 without losing an eye? Frankly, if I tried recapping anything, I'd lose an e-cap, so... It seems like this is the impromptu pre-swag party, doesn't it? So, which is all good. So we've got the Masamune, or what we will find out to be the broken Masamune. So Yeah, that sounds about right, Rob. Yes, I can't remember exactly what Play Blackpool was though. We've got the Broken Masamune. Okay, that's interesting. So allow me to ride the wind to the base of the mountain. Well, that's very kind of you to use your wind to carry us to the bottom. So, your kneecap will leak. Yeah, most things do tend to. Okay, so all good. Let's just stay at an inn because basically I know who we need to return the Masamune to. Let's go to the Poor Inn, talking of things leaking. So we're going to return the broken Masamune to, look at those guys having a little kip there, to Frog. See if that stops him having a hump. You never know. No worries, Robert. Nice to see you. So I'll be going for probably about another half an hour or so. Maybe an hour, we'll just see, but most likely just half an hour. So trying to catch up on a bit of sleep after this weekend. And I didn't even go to Play Expo, so it was super busy, so can't seem to provoke these. There we go. The only reason I'm provoking these guys is because levelling up is always a good thing, so. So Chrono's HP stats are looking pretty good now. In fact, all of us are actually. Luca as well, so. Oh, we don't need ice sword on these guys, do we? Let's just use ice. Ice, ice, baby. I know as a rule it's not a football stream, says Rob, but Liverpool just pulled off the most astonishing turnaround just so I'm a bit stunned. Haha, may have to open a beer. Do open a beer, so I assume that they've won whatever match they're playing, have they, Rob? If so, that's great news, as if you're a Liverpool supporter, which I take it you are, so I'm not really a football person. I went to a football match once for a project that I did. Well, I started doing this project about 10 years ago. I'll talk about it sometime actually, but maybe not tonight. But I did a photographic documentary of quite a well-known place in the UK, and I went to a football match in this place, and more as sort of like a Louis Theroux. I got some funny stories from that evening of blagging my way in with all my camera kit, so. Yeah, there's no need for that, is there? Let's be honest. If you're gonna go for me, I'm gonna go for you. Them's my rules. I was also hoping to get to revivals as well, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to manage it. But we will see, we will see. I've just got a lot going on at the moment with, nothing bad, but, you know, just a lot going on at the moment that just needs my attention. And yeah, they were pretty easy to get out of the way. Excellent. Let's just head straight to Frog's hidey hole. There he is. The frog with the monk on. Oh, we've still got the bloody half. Alright, let's go and find this kid that's caused this ruckus. Don't really want to. Oh, didn't really want to get drawn into another battle with these guys, but yeah. I've realised that a ball character from earlier was so disturbing. Reminded me of a woman I used to draw a massive O around her mouth with lipstick. Oh god, that's quite a vivid depiction you're describing there. I was actually watching some Smack the Pony. I'm sure some of you have heard of Smack the Pony. It was a brilliant sketch show that was on about 20 odd years ago with Dean McKinnon and Sally Phillips and who else was in it? I'm trying to remember their names now, but basically there's one bit where they get competitive with each other and they're sort of drawing these ridiculous amounts of lipstick on their face. Oh, yeah. If you've not seen Smack the Pony, I'm sure you'd love it. It's extremely funny. Would you like a little dessert? That's me quoting Smack the Pony, in case you wonder. I can barely remember what happened last week, then a couple of years ago. I know my memory's getting a bit like that at times, so... We all need you, Vicky. You're special. Yeah, I know. I am special needs. I'm the kind of person that does special investigations and stuff like that. So. Oh, thanks, Monty. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've got to spend a bit of time doing a new proper video rather than just streams, but. I'm glad you're really enjoying it. It's very nice of you to pop in and say hi. Hope you had a nice weekend. As you can see, I'm very much a multi-platform girl, so whether it's PlayStation, SNES, NES, soon to be PC Engine, Commodore 64, Amiga, what else do I play? I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's really good. And obviously my main forte is the pixel art, but it's really nice of you to drop in and say something so nice, so thank you. We're obviously on our 4th playthrough of Chrono Triggers. It'll be cool if you can free yourself up for swag, Sabertooth Barnacle. The Battle of Lipsticks, that's about what I had in mind. Yeah, absolutely, so I really do have to pay attention to what's going on here, otherwise I'm just going to get muddered recollecting Smack the Ponies, though. Which is all good, really, so it's one of my favourites. Right, let's go and find the hero. He'll be hiding in one of these little houses. Let's try the Elder's house here. I don't want to go to the magic cave yet, I don't think so. Oh, there might be something in that. I can't get to it. It's this little girl. Gonna marry Tata. Oh, okay. Oh, Tata's house. Okay, that's where we need to go. He'll be hiding in here. Look at him there. The legendary hero. Yes. I think you're about to be disappointed somehow. I think in that little pot there. Nope. Right, let's speak to Tata. What did he drop? A Vicky table is a poison chalice with 4 legs. So basically, he's been a little toe rag. Yep. So is he going to give us a little? Going to give us the medal? Are you? Keep your feet on the ground. Okay. I don't know if Tata's actually given us... Who's this old dude up here? Super legendary spaceships. There are some really weird bits of dialogue in this game at times. It's almost like Ted Woolsey, who did the translation for this, was having a bit of a laugh. Right. I'm guessing we may... Let's just check our items list. Ah, we've got the hero medal there. Okay, great. So let's go back to Frog. I'm just going to save here as well. Did I ever watch the Fast Show? If I had to describe Fast Show, it would be nice. Of course I watched the Fast Show. Also well up there with one of my favourite all-time sort of sketch shows. Really great. Yeah, Fat Sweaty Coppers. You Ain't Seen Me, right? Yeah, love it. Absolutely one of my favourites. Suits you, sir. Ooh. And obviously, what was the bit with the rambling hiker, wasn't it? Paul Whitehouse's character of Mark Strong, wasn't it? Was it Mark? No, not Mark Strong. What's his name? Mark somebody, isn't it? I can't think of his surname right now. Yeah. But basic rambling hiker where he rocks up at his petrol station asking for directions and says, "You see that road down there? You want to go down that road there?" And eventually starts going on about, "And what about the O's? What about the O's?" Sorry, Dave, that's my very bad, dodgy Southwest accent. Doesn't work, does it? So, yeah. Oh. Actually, okay. Yeah, no, Fast Show is definitely one of my favourites. I mean, it's up there with stuff like, obviously, The Office and Alan Partridge stuff, The Day to Day, obviously the radio stuff as well, like On the Hour and the I'm Alan Know Me Knowing You sort of radio shows and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, I love my sort of 90s comedy. I also things like one of my all-time favourites as well is 99, very edgy but brilliant. So with Julia Davis and Kevin Eldon. And also I do like Python, yeah. Ralph and Ted in the Lower Field. I wonder if Ted ever did manage to fix the drainage. Yeah. It probably would upset people these days, sadly. I don't know why, because they are actually properly funny. I'm of the opinion that sometimes what makes something funny in comedy is the observation, and sometimes that observation is a exaggeration of the truth, you know, which does rely sometimes on stereotypes or common points of reference, and you know, there is a line in comedy probably or whatever, but I often think that one of the reasons that comedy these days is just so dull, quite frankly, is because of the fear of offending anybody. And you know, obviously I don't agree with, you know, sort of like the Jim Davisons of this world and the Roy Chubby Browns and all this lot. That's really not my thing, but right, let's see if we can get Frog to cheer up a bit. But yeah, I think, you know, it pays to take life a little bit less seriously sometimes and be able to see the funny side of our characters, isn't it? So, hey Dazzy, hope you're well. Need to come home. Oh, I'm not from Devon, I just lived there. Lived there for, what was it, between 1988 and 2002, so... Brit Comedy Nice proper. Vic and Bob too. Yeah, Vic and Bob are also some of my favourites. Have you ever seen Casrick Monty? A really unremarked sitcom with Vic and Bob, and yeah, absolutely. So, and of course, Only Fools. You can't go wrong with that, can you, Dazzly? Superb stuff. So, but yeah, good to see you, Dazzly. Wait till Biggers Diggers hears of this, indeed. Shooting Stars, yeah, absolute classic. So, I always like a bit of Vic and Bob, so... I was rewatching, is it In the Club, which they did for, was it The Smell of Reeves and Mortimer? Those little skits. They're all on YouTube if you want to watch In the Club all through, because obviously that's where some of the characters from Catterick were borrowed. So anyway, so we've returned to Frog, and we've seen the lad, and there's nary a thing I can't do against Magus. Well, or Magus. So Catterick was indeed awesome, wasn't it? Hanson. Oh, Rob, you checked it out. Oh, good. Good. It is excellent, isn't it? So the legendary Masamune is needed to fight Magus. I still don't know how to say it, so I've no right to wield it. Okay, well, fair enough. God, he's still got a hump, hasn't he? Right, now we can raid his crock pot in the corner. A broken sword is part of the Masamune. It's engraved with archaic letters. I think I can read it. Melchior. I think we've met a Melchior before. Melchior, that guy in Medina Village. Well, as I say, Chrono Trigger is quite an accessible JRPG. It does spell things out for you. That's quite a good thing in a way, so for those people who can't follow the story. So what does this mean, Chrono? So basically the guy who forged it is Melchior. So Nereus soul remains the mender of the Masamune. How wrong you are, Frog. So oh, still game, yeah, that's also great, isn't it, Pixel? So I was surprised how many series that went on for actually. Was it about 8 series or so? But yeah, the twist at the end of Catterick is brilliant. So it's well worth watching. So, and also, did you notice the name of the pub which they hang out in the first episode? Oh, of course, it's also got Charlie Higston in it as well. I forgot about him being in it. He's the pub landlord, isn't he? So, with perennial spatchcock on the menu. So, was there a little something flickering there? I thought I might have seen something little flashing away there. Nope. That's annoyed as frog. Oh, Melchior Chocolates from South Malton makes Belgian chocolates. Oh, interesting. That must be that bit of South Malton that is part of Belgium. I was just finished on its 9th series. I knew it had gone on for quite a few, so... And I mean that in a good way. I'll clock the pub, but the name hasn't stuck in my head. Need to watch episode 2. That'll be tomorrow night now, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I'm only going to be going on for probably... Where are we time-wise? We'll head back to the end of time, and I think we're going to wrap up the stream there, as we've done quite a bit tonight. We've been going on for almost 2 hours, believe it or not. I've really enjoyed tonight. I hope you guys have. I'll let you clock the name of the pub whenever you watch episode 2. I don't want to spoil it for you, so... But it's just so hilarious. It's like the most unlikely name for a pub. If you're looking for the name of the pub, just look for the sign that's outside of it. It's just outside of there. I just need a MIDI for on. Or do I? definitely recommend watching it from episode 1 of Still Game, Pixels at Dawn suggests. Yeah, I've not seen all of them, but what I have seen has been very, very funny, so yeah, I do love my comedy. It's but yeah, if you've not seen Nighty Night and you're not easily offended, then I would definitely recommend watching that. So, hi Gaff. Cappuccino, please. Cappuccino would be nice, wasn't it? That was it. Not cappuccino, please. Cappuccino would be nice. The character of Glenn as well. Oh god, it's hilarious. It really is. Also, the first series also has Angus Deaton in it, so it's very, very good as the role of Kath's husband in it, so there we go, got him. Okie dokies. Right, so basically, as I say, we're going to head back to the end of time, which is obviously where we can heal up our MP and all and HP properly. Might also just pop into the market here and just buy a cauliflower and I don't know, pound of carrots or something like that. Obviously not. I know we've got lots of mid tonics, but these smaller tonics are quite useful, so thanks a lot. Ciao. So yeah, we're going to head back to the end of time and we're going to save the game there, but in the next episode of Chrono Trigger Tuesdays, which will be next Wednesday, it'll be on Tuesday obviously, we will pick up the story to find Melchior in 1000 AD, who will hopefully repair the Masamune, so which will be nice. Another little Fast Show quote there in case you missed that one, which was nice. Of course, obviously Bob Fleming was another great character, wasn't he, out of the Fast Show, wasn't he? So poor calf. Yeah, poor calf. Yeah. Oh, poor calf. Yeah, that's. I'm glad you know what one about. As long as it's not Brussels, yeah. Might be quite effective on these enemies though. You have returned, Rob. Ah, we're going to be finishing up soon, but yeah. So we've recovered the Masamune, and we found out that we need to return to Melchior, who we know is in the time period of 1000 AD, to fix the sword, and it might actually stop Frog having a hump. So we're just returning to the end of time. Bob Fleming was the favourite. Yeah. Yes. There was always the, and what have we got here? And then we've got some travels from a country show in Tiverton, or something like that. Sorry, I'm really sorry, Dave. I don't mean to do the Devon accent badly, but it's not Devon accent. That's just racist, what I've just done there, so. Okay. Yeah, the reason I don't do accents is purely because ever since the Race Relations Tribunal that I caused, it's just generally not been advised. Think of you as our guide. Okay. Well, we've done pretty well today, I'd say. I'm just going to see if we can... Specchio hasn't changed his form, I don't think, so... Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much us today, I think. We've done pretty well today. It's about 2 hours in, so thanks for the recap. No idea. No, not a clue what's going on, Dave. No, well, to be honest with you, most of the time I don't know what's going on either. we'll be having words with you, Vicky. Yeah, well, you should, you know, because obviously it's I can understand how what I did there would be offensive. So, I mean, I would consider it offensive, but I'm not easily offended. So that's why I wasn't. But I suppose I could attempt to outrage myself. It's certainly an idea. So yes, next time we will be catching up with Melchior to get the sword repaired, get Frog back on side, and we'll be picking up the story from there. So let's just flick over to the... oops, I've pushed the wrong button there because I'm meant to be pushing buttons on my screen, not the SCART adapter. Here we go. Such a professional. There we go. So that was playthrough 4 of Chrono Trigger. It's been really great fun to catch up with you guys. Lots of swag chat, lots of chat about comedy, a bit of chat about Chrono Trigger. Yeah, it's been good. So Monty asks, is the Mega Mouse worth the price of a good condition tank mouse? I would say definitely yes. If you have an Amiga to do pixel art and you want to do pixel art on it, the Mega Mouse is the best route. So I think Analogic sell them brand new still. If that's what you're looking at, they're about £30, I think. They're probably about one of the best Amiga mice that you can pick up as brand new old stock. So yeah, it's well worth picking up. So yeah, much better than a tank mouse. A good condition tank mouse is okay to use, but yeah, you're better off with something like a Mega Mouse, I find. So no worries, Rob, it's been a pleasure, and you have a great week as well. Look out for some more streams if you happen to be around. I will do a pixel art stream at some point this week, more likely to be Thursday night, and then we'll be doing some more games on Friday night. So they sound just like that in Tivy, do they? But I doubt they do. So, or Exeter. I was in Exeter the other week. So, well, not Monday yesterday, but last Monday. So, yeah, night, Dazzy. Thanks for dropping in. So, yeah. And, yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. And, yeah, Dave's in Barnstaple, so I lived in Braunton for many years, but I now live down in West Sussex and have done for almost 20 years. So have a great evening, guys. I'm going to close out as I always do. And look out on Twitter. Do subscribe to me on Twitter. That's where I announce all my streams and my videos. And have a good one, guys. Take care. Night.